Look out, here come the 10 hardest choices you'll ever have to make. Throughout our lives, we are constantly bombarded with major choices. Which university should I apply to? Should I take that higher paid job on the other side of the country? Do I like red M&Ms or blue? Our decisions not only determine our future, but also define us and shape our personalities. In this video, Brightside offers you the opportunity to make 10 extremely difficult choices. At the end of the video, we'll tell you what kind of person you are. There are only 2 possible answers to each question. You need to choose between option A and option B. So this is like the Kobayashi Maru test in Star Trek, huh? As you're taking the test, keep track of how many times you choose A or B, because you'll need these totals at the end of the video to find out your results. You'll only have 5 seconds to think about each question before we...
I'm not going to do the 5-second things. I'm going to pause it, because I think 5 seconds you're going to be too rushed that you're not going to pick your real answer, your right answer. So I'm going to pause it, maybe take a minute and pick the answer that I think, you know, is suitable for me.
Give you the explanation. Don't think too long and go with your gut. You'll get the most accurate results that way. Here we go. Counting down from number 10, would you rather A, be the smartest person around, or B, the most charming?
I'm going to go with most charming. Yeah, I'm going to go with most charming.
How about the one with the most money? Well, that's not a choice. Now, if you chose A, it means you don't really care about what other people think. You're just fine on your own. If you'd prefer to be charming, other people's opinions are important to you.
Shit.
Question 9. Would you rather A, always have to tell the truth, or B, always lie?
Shit. You see, there's good lies and there's bad lies that you need to keep. But then always tell the truth. What if it's a surprise birthday party for someone? Their 50th birthday party. It's a surprise. You're not supposed to tell them. I'll probably go with A. Always tell the truth. Yeah, fuck it, always tell the truth.
Can I just take the Fifth Amendment right now? Now, this really is a tough choice. You either can't lie at all, or you can never tell the truth. If you chose truth over lies, it indicates that you're a selfless person. Question 8. Would you rather A, never have internet access again, or B, never take an airplane in your life?
This is easy. B. Obviously, never take an airplane in my life. I could not give a shit if I couldn't travel to different places. But I could not live without internet. That's the generation these days. You cannot live without internet. You won't be able to watch YouTube videos, you won't be able to watch live streams. I wouldn't be able to stream, I wouldn't be able to upload videos, like, well. Plus it costs more to go on holiday because you have to pay for your plane, pay for accommodation, all that shit. You just have to pay a couple of quid towards internet. Easy.
Or C, never have to take an enema. That's not a choice, come on. If you have a fear of flying, the choice might be obvious for you. But if you're an avid traveler, we feel your...
Although I don't have a fear of flying, I don't mind flying, I just, you know, yeah, I think internet is more important for me than going on holidays.
pain. Choosing the internet over flying could mean that you care a lot about the environment, or you just really love watching our videos on YouTube.
Yeah,
Plus,
that's it.
thanks to the internet, you can visit any country you want without ever leaving your apartment.
It's a bit sad. Visit any country without leaving your apartment. Bit sad. Bit sad, but okay.
Question 7. Would you rather A. find true love or B. win $1 million?
Ah. I'm leaning towards A, find true love. But B is tempting, but I don't know. What would you do with that much money? I'm gonna go with A. Money can't buy you happiness, money can't buy you love, money can only make you miserable, buy a load of yachts and fancy planes and jets, but that's gonna get boring over time, isn't it? Oh, look at this, I have a fancy yacht that I take out every week for the past 10 years. I'm kind of bored of it now. And you're just gonna be miserable with a lot of money. So, A.
Can't we just do both? If you went for the money, it might be an indication that you don't really believe in such things as true love. You're probably really practical and unemotional.
Ooh, unemotional.
Question 6. Would you rather A. never be able to speak again, or B. always have to say everything on your mind?
What was the question? Never be able to speak again or always have to say everything that's on your mind. B, definitely. Why would you not want to ever speak? Stupid.
Oh, I like that one. Not being able to speak is really hard. But is it worse that you're always saying what you think? Your girlfriend asks you if she looks good, and you are unable to lie and say, yes. Can you imagine the consequences? So, maybe silence is golden. Or maybe Bitcoin.
Ah?
Question 5. Would you rather A. have a photographic memory, or B. be able to forget anything you want?
This one is easy. B, be able to forget everything you want.
What was the question again? Having a photographic memory means that you can learn all kinds of things really easily. But you know, this can be a curse. You remember all the bad things that people normally forget. So forgetting anything that you want at any time now sounds pretty tempting, right?
Yep.
However, choosing a photographic memory means that you're a strong person.
Oh,
Number 4. Would you rather A. never have sex again, or B. never eat your favorite food?
never eat my favorite food or never have sex again. That's tough. I do like food and I love my favorite food, but then, you know, A is A is a good option as well. um I am dropping a few frames, so I might have to restart the stream maybe after this video. We'll see. I'm gonna go with what's my favorite food? My favorite food. Oh, I'm gonna go with B. I'm sorry. That's a tough one, but I'm gonna go with B.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Choosing to never have sex probably means that you prefer to be alone. And if you opted for food, well, you must really love food. I do. Number 3. Would you rather A. Be the only person in the world to live a happy life, or B. Be the only person in the world to live an unhappy life?
Fuck. Um, I'm gonna go with B because if you're the only person that's happy in the world and the rest of them are unhappy, you can't have a good time. But if you're the unhappy person in the world and everybody else is happy, you can somewhat have a fun time, I think. I don't know. I went with B anyways.
I'm confused. Now, think about it for a second. This one is extremely hard, too. Can you really be happy in a world where there are only unhappy people? Your friends, your family, all having hardships except lucky you? Yeah, I could give it a shot. No, not really. Question 2. Would you rather A. Be the first person to discover an inhabitable planet, or B. Be the inventor of a drug that cures a deadly disease? Ooh, that's a trick.
B, definitely. Why would you want to be someone who discovers an inhabitable planet? What use is that? But if you're a person who invented a drug that can cure deadly diseases like cancer or something, and then it's B.
Tricky one. Both of these things are so important for humanity. But curing a disease means that you can save a lot of people right now.
Exactly.
Now, discovering a planet would be a huge leap in technology, but only in the long term. So you'd probably never be able to see it in person anyway. And question 1. Would you rather A. Be poor but be able to help people, or B. Get incredibly rich by hurting other people?
Definitely A. A, definitely. Why would you want to become rich but hurt other people? You'll have no friends. Oh, look at me. I became rich by hurting this person, that person, and that person. You're going to have no friends. If you're poor but you help people, you're going to have friends and family are worth more than being rich. So A.
Well, this seems obvious, but if you chose option A, it means you're someone who cares about other people more than yourself.
Yes.
As for choosing B, well, it's pretty much the opposite.
Yeah, you selfish bastard.
Okay, now it's time to see the final results. Surprise, this was a test of how selfish you are.
Ooh.
Oh, how sneaky. If you chose A from 1 to 3 times, you're a pretty selfish person.
3 A's and 7 B's. So if you choose A from 1 to 3 times, you're a pretty selfish person with very few people would like.
Very few people would like to work with you in a team.
Shit.
It's not that bad though. It just means that you prefer fighting for yourself to get exactly what you want. But would you really step on other people to get there?
No.
If you chose option A from 4 to 6 times, that means you're moderately selfish. You're like the Goldilocks of this list. Not too much, not too little, just right. Who's been eating my porridge? Pretty much most people would fall into this category. You can be selfish when you need to be. Now, if you chose option A from 7 to 10 times, you're the type of person who is always ready to sacrifice your own interests for someone else. But will you ever get what you want in life if you easily give it up for others? Mother Teresa, she's back.
"11 optical illusions that'll reveal your personality type." You might be familiar with the type of optical illusions that hide several images within one. But did you know that what you first see in such an image can speak volumes about your personality? Before you get to know yourself on a whole new level with the help of these optical illusions, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to join us on the bright side. Number 1. What do you see first?
I see a frog. I see a frog, but then looking at it a second time, I see a dog.
A frog. Most people see a frog right away. If this is about you, then you have a straightforward personality. You try to be honest and direct with others no matter what. You're perceived as confident, trustworthy, and reliable. There are no hidden messages in your words, which is why people can trust your opinion and advice. A horse.
Oh, a horse is it or is it a dog? I don't know. Yeah, the frog, what he said about seeing a frog first describes me, yeah. I'd agree with that.
Not so many people manage to spot a horse from the get-go. If you still can't see it, try tilting your head to the left.
I thought it was
There
a
you
dog.
go. What a beauty, right? Those whose attention is first drawn to the horse are thoughtful individuals. If you're one of them, you have an analytical mind. You don't take things for what they seem to be. You have a critical approach to life and prefer to reach your own conclusions about a situation. Number 2. What do you see first?
Bear.
3
Yeah.
bears. If the first thing that caught your eye was 3
I literally looked down at my phone, and when I seen the next picture, I looked up and I just seen 3 bears straight away. But I also see mountains now, but I seen the bears first.
big gray bears, you have an analytical way of thinking. You prefer a logical and stepwise approach to solving problems. You try to break an issue up into separate parts. This helps you understand the main problem and solve it efficiently. Mountains. If you saw
That would describe me as well, yeah.
mountains first and only then recognize that they look like bears, your style of thinking is intuitive. You often rely on your gut feeling, and it rarely lets you down. You use your experience to solve problems fast and efficiently. You can notice common patterns in different situations, and they help you figure out the necessary solutions.
I don't solve problems fast and efficiently. I have to, as he said about the 3 bears, I have to like chop them down into like stages or different solutions and then put them together that way. I said I take my time and I go slow. I don't do it fast and efficiently.
Number 3. What did you see first?
Squirrels on a tree branch.
2 squirrels on a tree branch. In this picture, most people immediately notice a couple of squirrels sitting on a tree branch. These are the types of individuals who can see the big picture effortlessly. If you're one of them, your abilities help you correctly assess situations at first sight and thus solve subsequent problems efficiently. A woman's face. Very few people manage to see a woman's face at all, let alone notice.
Where the fuck is the woman's face? Tilt my head to the left. No, I still don't see it.
Notice it at first glance. If you still can't find the face, tilt your head to the left. One squirrel will turn into the woman's lips and the other into her eye. However, if the face was the first thing you saw in the picture, congrats! You're a unique individual with outstanding observational skills. This can help you in both your work and your social interactions with others. Number 4. What did you see first?
A person looking through binoculars.
A man with a pair of binoculars. You're a person who prefers to concentrate on the big picture if the first thing you spotted in this image was a man holding a pair of binoculars. Several glances are enough for you to collect all the information you need. That's why you aren't a big fan of thorough analysis. A car. If you instantly saw a car, your co-workers and friends must appreciate your ability to notice fine details. You like when everything goes according to a detailed plan. At the same time, you may occasionally overanalyze things, which
I
can
see the
prevent you
car
from
as well.
making quick decisions. The letter A. Are you one of the
The man's hat is the body of the car and the binocular lens are the wheels. I see that now.
The very few who notice the letter A first of all? If so, then your strong intuition is enviable. On top of that, you're a person who always suggests creative ideas and non-standard solutions.
Oh, I see the A as well.
Number 5. What did you see first?
A tree.
Two faces. If the first thing you paid attention to was a couple looking at each other,
I see the two faces now, a man and a woman looking at each other. But I seen the tree first, so.
then you're a romantic at heart. You really value the people in your life. Love and understanding mean a lot to you. Not to mention, you have a positive and friendly personality. Your inborn reasoning abilities can calm down even the most nervous or agitated people. A tree. If your attention was instantly drawn to a tree, you're the type who occasionally needs to be on their own. You love nature and solitude, but don't mind spending time with your loved ones as well. Besides, you're a tactful person who avoids hurting others' feelings by all means.
I do not like hurting other people's feelings. Unless they piss me off, then I might just say something in anger, but that's, I take that back then instantly. But I do not like hurting other people's feelings. And I do like being out in nature, going out on walks and stuff, so yeah. That describes me as well.
Number 6. What did you see first?
A woman's face.
A girl's face. If you're one of those who notice the face of a young woman, you're always aware of your surroundings. What's more,
I also see flowers as well, but the girl's face is what I seen first.
you see patterns around you, and this helps you draw the right conclusions and make correct assessments. Flowers. If you saw only flowers in this image, you probably really love nature. You appreciate the world around you, but also manage to get away from the everyday hustle and bustle when you need to. Number 7. What do you see first?
A bear. Or a cat, what is that?
A mouse. If you spotted a mouse
Oh,
first, you're an optimist.
I see the mouse as
You
well.
prefer to look for advantages in every situation. You sometimes might not be practical enough, and people often say that you have your head in the clouds. But in fact, you're well aware of the world around you. You simply prefer to concentrate on its bright sides. A cat.
Yep.
If you saw a cat as soon as you glanced at this picture,
I did.
you're a realistic person. You know what you need from life, and you don't naively build castles in the air. You see the world as a whole, and this helps you plan your subsequent actions. Number 8. What do you see first?
I see a skull, but I also see a woman looking out a window.
A woman looking out the window. If you notice the woman looking out the window,
At first glance, I seen the skull first, so we have to take the skull's answer for it. But then I looked closely and seen the woman looking out the window. But I did notice the woman looking out the window, but at first glance, the skull, so.
first, you may tend to overlook dangers. You might even risk your life without realizing it. You're sometimes too spontaneous and a bit naive. That's why you may often find yourself unprepared for unpleasant consequences. A skull. Was it a skull that you first noticed?
Yep.
If so, then you're a realist rather than an idealist. You probably come off as a bit cynical to people who don't know you well enough. But your line of thinking is simply that all good things may come to an end one day.
Yep.
Number 9. What do you see first?
See a face.
A man playing the saxophone. If the first
Oh,
thing your
I
eyes
see that
landed
as well
on was
now.
a man playing the sax, then you're left-brained. This means that your forte is analytical thinking. You're also good at numbers and languages. Your friends often ask you for advice because you're
Yeah, I am not good with numbers or languages, which is why I didn't see the man playing the saxophone first, so whatever they say about the woman's face or face, that's probably the, what is it, right side of the brain, so whatever they say about that is me. I presume anyways.
logic helps solve any problem.
A woman's face, yes.
If you first notice the face of a woman, you're a right-brained individual. And since your right hemisphere is more developed than the left one, your main trait is creativity.
Yes.
You use different forms of art to express yourself. Besides, you have a high level of emotional intelligence. And your imagination helps you deal with problems in an outside-of-the-box type of way.
That would describe me. I'm a very I'm a person that's good at arty stuff. So I'm an artist. If you don't know, I make music. I put a lot of emotion into my music as well. Some musics are about being like sad, being, you know, bummed up, being, you know, depressed and stuff. So, and then I've other music that are more upbeat, out with your friends, sort of celebrating. So yeah, I think this describes me as well pretty accurately.
Number 10. What do you see first?
I see a duck or a swan.
A squirrel. If the first animal you saw was a squirrel, this means that the left...
I see the squirrel now. It's the tail of the duck or the swan or whatever it's called. But I seen the swan, bird, whatever you want to call it first.
side of your brain is more developed. Again, this hemisphere is responsible for logical and analytical thinking, as well as mathematical skills. A duck. If you noticed a duck, the right hemisphere of your brain is dominant.
I'm the right hemisphere again. The last question told me they're the same thing, so...
This means that you're really good at everything connected with arts and creativity.
Arts, artist, creativity, you have to write lyrics, all this.
Number 11. What do you see first?
A horse.
A seal. If you notice the seal in this picture, your attention
I see the seal, it's the nose of the horse or the donkey or whatever.
to details is astonishing. Your logic is sound, and it can help you out in any argument. You're great at calculations and mathematics. On top of that, your analytical abilities help you master languages with ease. A donkey. You're a highly
If you've seen the seal first, you're good at maths. Not me.
intuitive person if the first thing you saw in this picture was a donkey. You value your freedom and prefer to work without any supervision. You often anticipate something that may happen to you. When you make plans, you consider all alternatives and opt for the best one. Did you learn?
Holy shit. I think that one was the most accurate right there. That one right there, because I've seen the donkey first and their explanation for seeing the donkey first. That put that spot on. Hit the nail right on the head perfectly. That fucking explains me dead on. That holy shit. Can be a bit scary at times, that. But that actually does describe me spot on. Might get that one in.
Get ready for a color test that can tell your mental age. Well, I'm in trouble. A lot of times, your brain feels way younger or older than you are. That's called mental age. Do you want to know yours?
Yes,
Lucky
please.
for you, Brightside put together a simple test that will help you figure out if you're a carefree child, an old wise sage, or just exactly as mentally old as you are. Just answer our questions, write down your points for every answer, add them all up, and get your results. But enough talking. Let's begin. Question number 1. Look at this picture. In your opinion, which color is dominant here? You have 5 options here: A, B, C, D, or E.
Shit. I see a purple one, but is it going to be a B or an E? No, it's not dominant. Like a D is dominant. Yeah, D. I don't know if I have to keep track of these or not, but I'll keep track of it. No, D is the most dominant. It's the one that strikes me more anyways. I thought it meant dominant as which one has most colour in it. I think purple, there's more purple in it, but the most dominant one that strikes me first is D, because it's sort of bright.
If you chose A, it's 4 points. The answer B equals 5 points. If you saw C as the dominant color, it's 1 point. Color D gives you 2 points, and E means 3 points. Question 2. Here we have 5 beautiful shades of pink for you. Which one do you like the most?
I'm liking B actually. I think A and D are too bright, they're too girly for me. C is just, it's more purpley to me. And B has that mixture of pink, but it has a tint of red in it.
If you preferred shade A, add 3 points. Shade B leaves you with 2 points. If your favorite is C, you'll get 1 point. Pink shade D equals 5 points, while for E, you have to write down 4 points. Question 3. Look at this beautiful photo. We have just one question for you. Is this picture black and white?
No.
If you think that it is, add 5 points. If not, don't add anything. Man, I hope it won't start a huge debate like with this blue and white dress. Remember that? Anyway, another question is waiting for you. Question 4. I hope you like sunsets just like I do.
Yep.
So here's 4 pictures of a couple of the most beautiful sunsets ever. Choose one of them.
Ooh. I don't think when I look at a sunset, I like sunset, color, and then the background. And B is striking me. C, kind of. I like the tree with the birds flying, but I'm thinking B is attracting me more. Yeah, B. I'll go with B. It's attracting me more.
If the first sunset is so you, add 3 points. If you got too distracted by the second one, you get 2 points. The beautiful third option gives you 4 points. And finally, sunset number 4 leaves you with 1 point. Question 5. Now that we're done with the shades of pink, let's do the same thing with the shades of blue. Which one do you like the most?
E.
Shade A gives you 2 points. Dreamy B equals 4 points. For C, write down 3 points. D stands for 5 points, and E means, 1 point. Question 6. Here's the beautiful winter view. Which color in this picture did you see first?
White.
White gives you 1 point. Option B is 4 points. If you chose C, add 5 points. D and E mean 3 and 2 points respectively. Question 7. Let's make it a little easier. Choose a watercolor.
D.
If green A is your favorite, write down 2 points. Yellow B gives you 4 points. Pinky C stands for 5 points. Red D leaves you with 1 point. Original E option equals 6 points. And bluish F adds 3 points to your current number. Question 8. Look at this picture. Which color here is the brightest?
D. Yellow.
If you chose option A, 4 points for you. B gives you 2 points. Red C is for 1 point, while D gives you 5 whole points. Finally, E equals 3 points. And that was the last question. Time to add up all your points. By the way, if you want to find...
Right, let me add mine up quickly and find the total. Right, I got a total of 14. Whether that's good or not, we'll see.
Find out even more about yourself, check out another cool test right here. It will reveal the deepest truth about your character. But back to our test. Results are finally here. If you got 7 to 12 points, mentally you're just under 20 years old. It doesn't matter what your passport says, you're a carefree teenager at heart. If you're way older than 20, congratulations! You've managed to carry this constant feeling of enthusiasm and love for life through all these years. Keep shining. If your result is 13 to 20,
Yeah, okay, 13 to 20, I got 14, so this is my one.
points, you are 20 to 20.
So I'm 20 to 29 years old mentally, and I'm actually 19. So, close enough. So I have a mental age of 20 to 29. Not too shabby. I'll take that.
29 years old. You are active, creative, and full of life, but you can already call yourself an adult. Childhood and teenage years are over, but you took the best from them and left all the unnecessary stuff behind. It doesn't mean that you're not having fun though. Your life is just as exciting as it was. If all of your points added up to 21 to 28 points, your mental age is 30 to 39 years. You're still active and curious about new things and ideas, but you're already responsible and thoughtful. If you think about it, that's the perfect balance between the children's joy for life and adult independence. The golden mean at its best. If your total number of points is 29 to 35, you are 40 to 49 years old. You're mature and experienced, and you know exactly how to live your life. You have no time for nonsense. You're determined and hardworking. You know what you want and how to get it. Continue to be a true inspiration for everyone around. 36 to 40 points means that your mental age is over 50 years, and that's not a bad thing at all. On the contrary, you are wise and calm. You get what life is all about, and you highly appreciate comfort. You're the person everyone goes to for advice. Plus, you can always be trusted. These are some rare qualities today, so your friends must protect you at all costs. So, what's your mental age, and how close is it to your real age? Tell us in the comment section below.